Is sitting on a pile of $300 million in cash. Wouldn't that be great?
Oh.
Well, our next guest has it. He's only 25 years old and already a serial entrepreneur who just sold his blue lithium company to Yahoo.
For how much?
$300 million.
Of which Gurbaksh, Cahal, and we call you G, right? You say everybody else calls you G.
Yep.
Your cut of that was how much?
A little over 100.
$100 million.
Yeah.
And you're 25.
Yeah.
We should mention, by the way, you were a multimillionaire by what, 18?
Yeah. I sold my first company. I started at 16, merged it with ValueClick when I was 18.
So what do these companies do?
Well, the first company, Click Agents, was focused on basically introducing performance-based advertising rather than brand advertising to the internet. And the second company, Blue Lithium, is the next generation ad network that was focused on behavioral targeting. So really trying to go out and get a one-on-one experience between the consumer and the advertiser.
The one that you sold to ValueClick, you were about 16 when you started it. Can we just talk about how a 16-year-old goes to school, comes home, and puts together a $40 million company?
Sure. You know, I'm a big believer when it comes to risk. I've always taken a lot of risk. I knew that early on I was going to do something big, and I wanted to do it. So any opportunity I got, I did it. And when I was 16, I got that risk, I got that chance. And, you know, I put my studies behind and focused entirely on making Click Agents the next big thing.
I want to take you back even further because it's a wonderful Horatio Alger's kind of story of starting. Tell us about your parents when they came here, how much money they had.
You know, my parents, you know, I love my parents, great upbringing from them. They came here in 1985.
From India?
From India. I was 4 at the time, and, you know, they came with $25. Worked menial jobs and try to make ends meet.
Where did they take you? Where did you grow up?
I grew up in San Jose, California. Been there all my life.
So how do you get it in your DNA to just wake up and say, as a child, really, I'm going to do this?
You know what? It just comes at what you want to accomplish in life. And I was a big risk taker, and I wanted to be successful. I'm a big believer on if you want to seize your opportunity, go and get it.
What do your parents think?
I think they were pretty nervous at first when I told them I wanted to, you know, look at school as a second thought. But I think they forgave me.
Okay, you're such an entrepreneur. You've got the leather jacket and the silver silk shirt. But what do you do at night? Do you just cook up ideas of what to sell next? Because I'm thinking of remember the Globe.com guys from the late 90s, and they got it all on paper, and they didn't really get to cash in on the money. How do you avoid becoming that redux?
Well, I got cash, so you know, it was a cash deal. So I don't think I'm going to be in that thing. And you know, basically, kind of what I'm looking at doing for the next few years in my life is, you know, part of this announcement. I got a lot of interest from, you know, people wondering how I did it, curious to see how they can do it, asking for guidance, etc. So I am writing a book called The Dream, as I think I'm living it. And you know, the next thing is, you know, I'm also developing a reality TV show to potentially launch the next internet entrepreneur.
By the way, did you ever think of going back to school, just to finishing things there?
You know, I actually tried doing that after my first company, and I just realized that those years that I kind of took off from school, my maturity level just went through the roof, and I wasn't really
can't go back
part of the clique anymore. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
Particularly to your parents.
Yeah.
God bless them.
It's a good, inspiring